Hey guys, Jeff Hammer, your DominatingEdge.com mindset architect. I have an amazing equation I want to share with you today, so stick around. So I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. Now, doesn't your heart automatically kind of sink when someone says that to you? You know, I usually want to hear the good news first. Maybe my personality. I've never taken a survey. I wonder what your preference is. Maybe no news at all. Anyway, here's the bad news. You are 100% responsible for your life. Now you might be thinking, that's not so bad, and it's really not news. Of course I know I'm 100% responsible for my life. So what's the good news? Here's the good news. If you accept that you are 100% responsible for your life, your manifestation power, your ability to manifest increases by 50 to 100%. That's right, you heard me correctly. Your manifestation power, your ability to manifest the things in life you desire increases by 50 to 100%. So let's unpack this. Taking 100% responsibility for your life means we have to take full responsibility, both for our internal and external experiences. No more complaining, no more blaming. What we need to understand is those tiny little complaints, that complaining about the line at the post office, or complaining or blaming about the coronavirus lockdown, the blame we're silently or not so silently putting on our spouse, our parents, our boss, are all tiny little blocks that block the flow of good into your life. The more blaming and complaining we do, the more blockage we create. Now, my friend and mentor, Jack Canfield, you might recognize his name as the chicken soup for the soul guy, introduced me to this principle E plus R equals O. The E stands for the events in our life. The entire day is filled with events, from getting out of bed to checking our emails, going to the grocery store, opening mail. Everything is an event. The R stands for our response. It's how we respond to those events. And finally, the O stands for the outcome. Every outcome you experience in life is a result of how you've responded to an earlier event or events in your life. If you don't like the outcomes you're currently experiencing, there are two basic choices you can make. Number one, you can blame the event for the outcome. In other words, you can blame the economy, the weather, gender bias. You can blame your spouse, your boss, your coworkers, your parents, and so on. Or secondly, you can instead simply change your responses to the events in your life until you get the outcomes that you want. You can change your thinking, change your communication, change the pictures you hold in your head, and you can change your behavior. You can break out of your conditioned responses to circumstances, increase your awareness, and change your actions. All of this, of course, would lead to a new outcome. There are only three responses we have any control over, and that's our behavior, including what we say and how we say it, our thoughts, our self-talk, and our beliefs, both conscious and unconscious, plus our visual imagery. E plus R equals O. Let me give you an example. If you were diagnosed with a terminal disease, this would be the E, the event. Your R response could be to curl up in a ball, be angry at the world, maybe blame a person or the disease. Or your response could be to investigate holistic treatments, incorporate a vegan diet, maybe start a meditation practice, join a support group. You can see with this response, your outcome would be wildly different. I encourage you today to recognize that events will continue to happen in our lives, good, bad, or indifferent. It's how we respond to these events that determines our outcome in life. Now, these are deep topics, oftentimes a stretch for a 5-minute video, but this is the work we do at DominatingEdge.com. I invite you to check out our workshops and coaching. Also, don't forget to pick up a free copy of my new book, The Blueprint for a Life Reboot, available at DominatingEdge.com.